So this is perhaps going to be one of the biggest questions of the year. Everyone is curious about what is underneath Mimikyu's disguise. Lots of theories have popped up, and a couple of the most popular ones are the Porygon and the Clefairy theory. But I want to take a different approach and give you guys my thoughts on what I believe Mimikyu truly is. From the start, Mimikyu sparked curiosity among all fans. Everyone started questioning why this new Pokemon looked like a Pikachu. From its name, many came into the conclusion that it was a mimic Pokemon, and lots of fan art started appearing on the internet showcasing different costumes for Mimikyu. However, we later on received more new information, and now that the games are out, we know that this Pokemon so far only has a Pikachu disguise. In fact, the new information pointed out that it wasn't until 20 years ago that these Pokemon started using their Pikachu costume, and now that the anime is out, not only do we know Mimikyu is a lonely Pokemon looking to get attention, it also hates Pikachu. Like, I want to kill you, I mean curse you Pikachu. But why is that the case? So here's where my theory comes into play, and I'm going to cut straight to the chase and propose that Mimikyu is a haunted Pokédoll. That might sound crazy to some of you guys, but just hear out my evidence. First, I want to establish that the idea of a Pokemon doll turning into a Pokemon is nothing new. I'm sure that for those who have been following the Pokemon franchise can right away remember Banette and its origin story. According to the Pokédex, a doll that became a Pokemon over its grudge for being junked, it seeks the child that disowned it. I specifically selected this Pokédex entry because I want to emphasize how a doll can become a Pokemon by having a grudge. And as I stated before, we now know that Mimikyu hates Pikachu. But this is where it gets interesting. The official Pokemon website states the following. The rise in popularity of Pikachu-style merchandise around 20 years ago is the reason that Mimikyu makes itself look like a Pikachu. It is very important to note that this statement blames the Pikachu-style merchandise, not the Pokemon itself. And to me this is critical because of where Mimikyu is found in the new games, which is only in the abandoned thrifty Mega Mart store. This place used to be full of people that lived in the village, and it was a site for buying and selling Pokemon merchandise. It is possible that 20 years ago the store received lots of Pikachu-based items such as Pokédolls because of the rise of Pikachu's popularity, and the rest of the dolls were actually neglected as a result. This is where I believe the grudge came into play that allowed for the rise of a new Pokemon. Moreover, this place was actually destroyed by Tapu Bulu, which resulted in its abandonment, creating even more feelings of resentment because the Pokemon here are now all alone with little to no human interaction. This scenario would explain the hate and ghost typing for Mimikyu, but where does the fairy type come into play? Well, it is possible that 20 years ago there was not much of a variety of type of Pokédolls available. In fact, they all used to look like Clefairies, so one of the first theories might attribute to this one. But of course this is nothing more than speculation, and I would love to hear your thoughts. Maybe you guys have a better theory on what Mimikyu truly is. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, Pokemon fans.